Well, I just realized how susceptible I am to peer pressure because my initial was just to catch up with one friend because we've been texting during the week. And I was like, oh, I'm going to be in town if he wants to grab a coffee or dinner or whatever. And then when I found out that all my friends are going to be in town, and not only that, but they were catching up at our old haunt, like where we used to hang out when we were in our 20s. And then we got together and it was a nostalgia tour. It was like, oh, all my old mates and we're here. And do you remember this time? Then we started like telling old war stories and laughing, and dinner came out, and then a couple and like because at the moment, I reckon I top out at 2 beers. Like I'll have first glass of beer is always great. Tastes great. Love it. Feels good. And then I have the second one and doesn't feel as great. And then I have a physical reaction where I feel a bit bloated, feel a bit heavy. I've never been a big drinker at the best of times, even when we were young and partying and stuff. Like alcohol was never really my thing. But there was something about like just the energy and, when your mates are saying, I'm getting another one, you want another one? And of course I do. Like, what are you talking about? And then one of our mates, his hotel room had been upgraded to this fucking fancy suite, like a mezzanine, like a 2-level hotel room with like a grand piano and stuff. And so the whole thing, we just got swept along with it. And it was so much fun, but it was also this thing of like the excitement that, like, it's amazing when you think about when you're in your 20s, when you really didn't have any responsibilities. Like, what the fuck were you talking about? Like when you're sharing stories about your life and you'll learn, like, because we were sharing stories, but it was all about like, some of us had families and jobs and these things. And so there was a lot of banter, but it was kind of more substantive banter. And then I think back to my 20s and it's like, what the fuck would when we sat around all night bullshitting at the table, what were we talking about? Because I had no life experience. I had nothing
but we were speculating on what we were going
to do. I guess that's probably what it was, right?
Yeah.
Or pop culture hypotheticals,
Bullshit.
which is
this
podcast.
We were doing this.
This is our 20s.
You're the one person who has evidence of what we were doing.
Yeah, that's
you have
right.
14 years of recordings of what we were doing.
Everyone relax.